The new Small Business Optimism Index is out today, and it remains at record high levels thanks in large part to President Trump's tax cuts. This, as a record number of businesses are now reporting profits, and the number of small businesses reporting poor sales fell to a near record low. Here to discuss, Juanita Duggan. She's the president and CEO of the NFIB. Liz Peek is with us as well, FoxNews.com columnist, and back with us, Tammy and Stephanie Hamill. Juanita, let me start with you. The NFIB, your organization really expressed what's going on in this country before anyone else. The surge in optimism in your poll has remained high. It was instantaneous after the election. It's held up, but now it feels like small businesses are actually seeing those rewards they anticipated.
Charles, thanks for having me. And you're right. The National Federation of Independent Business, NFIB, has been representing small businesses here in Washington and around the country for 75 years. And we've been doing this economic survey every month for 45 years. And you're exactly correct. The day after the election, small business optimism began to surge, and it's held at historic levels for 17 months. And today, we were able to report that in April, we have the reports of the highest level ever of small business profits. So Main Street is on fire, and it's sustained for 17 months.
Highest level of small business profits ever. Absolutely amazing. And by the way, today also the government put out what's called the JOLTS report, 6.6 million job openings, again, an all-time record in high-paying areas like construction, business, transportation, manufacturing. Liz Peek, it is an amazing time in this economy right now.
Yeah, we're getting jaded by all this good news, right? It's just one record-setting event after another. What I liked in particular in the Small Business Optimism Index was that people are starting to expand their investment, and that has been a missing ingredient, as you know, for 8 years. That will lead to productivity and to wage growth. That is essential. It's great to see it show up.
Tammy?
Well, I think that also businesses are finding out that it's not a fluke, that President Trump promised something. They voted for him expecting his experience to deliver in a certain way, and it has, and it's consistent. They've also found that the people who said it wouldn't work have been wrong consistently. So what the market likes, what business likes, is some kind of a surety in a way about what the future might look like. We might not have specifics, but it'll work. And this is also translating into, there is another poll, our things are going well in the U.S., and how many Americans agreed with that? In 2010, when the Congress changed over, 27% only said that things were going well. The latest for us right now, 57% of Americans.
Absolutely.
That's because of our small businesses affecting women, people of color, and the economy in general.
And you know, I got to tell you, Stephanie, President Trump also promised something with respect to the heartland small businesses, and we have actually seen him go to war with big businesses. He's gone to war with Wall Street. He has sent the stock market down when people have told him not to. So you see someone who actually is not afraid to go to bat for small businesses.
Absolutely. I mean, small business confidence is going up. It's not going down. And that's because we have a president of the United States who is talking about, again, and delivering on the tax cuts and cutting regulations. These are the things that inspire people to invest more in their businesses and then inspires them to hire more people to work for them. This is why we're seeing historic lows when it comes to unemployment. I mean, this fascinating number is 3.9%. I mean, this is amazing. We should be talking about this all day long on the news. And like you brought up, Charles, before, that the news is so negative to the point where this might influence people to not start a business. The whole world's on fire. Why even bother? But still, the message is somewhat seeping out. People are seeing results, and they love it.
Juanita, in the ADP jobs report, I looked at the businesses with 1 to 49 employees. Right now, this year, we're averaging 14,000 new every single month. Last year, it was a little less than 10,000. In 2016, that number had fallen to less than 5,000. That's the sweet spot, isn't it? Where we can get people to grow those businesses. Isn't that the crux of sort of the heartbeat of our economy?
Well, you're exactly right. But one of the things that's been very interesting about the Small Business Economic Trends report over the last few months is that for years, small business owners reported that taxes and regulation were their biggest problem. After the tax bill passed and after these significant deregulatory activities have occurred, that's no longer the case. Our members in NFIB are reporting that their biggest problem is hiring qualified workers. So there's been a tremendous change in the landscape of what business owners are worried about. And taxes are no longer that #1 problem.
Yeah, it's a high-class problem, but one that we must address so we can keep this momentum going. Ladies, thank you all very, very much. Appreciate it.